Good morning, Aquarius. Welcome to this general sun, moon, rising reading. Without further ado, let's get into this and see what we have for my Aquarians here. What's going on for you? We're going to get your person's energy towards you that you're dealing with, or the environment if you're single, and your energy towards the environment or your person. Okay. If you're in a couple, married, dating, whatever. So let's see. The person who is on your mind, what are they about? Three of Swords. Well, they're not happy. They're keeping their feelings to themselves. They want a fresh start with you, Aquarius. All right. They want to, let me just, yeah, they want a fresh start with you. They don't want to repeat past cycles, whether they've been with you before or not. Okay. This is kind of learning from experience. This person you're dealing with is under a bit of pressure. They could even have a mild illness. I'm picking up for one of you. They're recovering from an illness or an operation of some kind. But I'm picking up recovery. The Three of Swords to me is saying in your case that this person is in a third party situation, not necessarily on the physical sense, but there's somebody here they're still feeling agitated and painful. Okay, it's still a sensitive subject, this person is with them, and they are in the general energy of biding their time. Okay, it would seem that they are trying to make a very painful decision. Their intention is a fresh start. You've got the Fool card here, but they've no intentions of rushing in and repeating past cycles, that's for sure. With or without you, you know, they are being very, very cautious. I'm getting Sagittarius energy. I'm getting a lot of Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. You might be dealing with two people here, Aquarius. Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and Sagittarius, but it's those energies that you're dealing with. The Fool card is actually Aquarius, so you kind of, this is up to you. Your approach to this, your attitude towards this, the pace you approach it. Okay, it is the Fool card. I'm kind of getting here that you, within yourself, are going back to basics. You're certainly not repeating past cycles yourself. All right, so this person does intend a fresh start with you. They've got you heavily on their mind. I'm kind of getting here that their approach to you is a strong friendship. They don't want to make their intentions look obvious. Okay, they are feeling very connected. Okay, you got the Lovers here. They might even realise that you're a soulmate. They do want to understand you. They want you to understand them. Okay, so whether they're married or not, you've got the Hierophant here and the Nine of Pentacles. This person's energy is making some very difficult decisions. Maybe they are married, maybe they're in another long-term connection here, but hence this decision, this painful decision on what to end. Okay, they're feeling very changed by you, perhaps a bit too quick for them. They're trying to gather their thoughts and feelings here. It would seem, Aquarius, you've rocked this person's world, whatever their status. They do want to drop a codependent situation. They do want to come to you. Okay, well, at least that's what they're feeling. But they also feel there needs to be a better understanding from their point of view. It would seem they want your opinion on something here, Aquarius. Yeah, they want to rebuild with you. They want cooperation. They also want cooperation to work with people around them in general. Okay, they're looking for reconciliation. All right, this person is coming in a very changed attitude. You've got Scorpio energy and Virgo energy, the Hermit and the Death card. So this person has changed a lot. Thing is, do you believe them? Let's see what your reaction is to this, Aquarius. I'm going to get a different set of cards. Whoop. What is your reaction? How are you responding to this person, or not responding, so to speak? Well, talk about Capricorn energy. Maybe you're dealing with a Capricorn. All right, you see this as toxic. You see this as too one-sided. You see this as no give and take. You feel inhibited, Aquarius. You've got some serious concerns. Okay, you do see the fresh start. The Sagittarius is still there. All right, in general advice-wise, the Sagittarius is an awful lot of self-restraint. It also represents a spiritual decision. I'm kind of getting an obsession with you, Aquarius. Be very careful of this devil energy. It could mean malevolence, or you want true justice of this person in some form or another. Just be careful of that energy. The energy of the devil is very, very inhibited. Okay, maybe you've got a downer on yourself, Aquarius. Maybe you haven't got much hope for this relationship. Okay. But it's also, the devil also is, I'm getting this contradiction. It's like you love this person, but you don't like them. Whatever that means to you, your intention, you're not interested. You're not interested. You've disengaged your feelings. You're turning your back on it. You want to spend some time alone on getting. You are juggling. You want to get your own space to think here. Maybe later, not now. Your feelings for this person, you're using a lot of self-restraint. You certainly want happiness with this person. You are feeling exuberant. Right. I'm kind of getting you're also the one making choices. There's also other people involved with you. Well, what do you want off this person? Well, you're wondering whether to take it any further. I'm kind of getting this is a person from your past. They want reconciliation. But what I'm getting is you're saying to yourself, oh, crap, bad timing. I'm interested in somebody else now. I'm getting there's somebody else on the agenda for you, Aquarius. Perhaps a Capricorn. I've got Leo energy here. What I'm getting is two words. Look, pay attention. Pin your ears back. This is what I've got to say. You're feeling very ambitious. Well, potential outcome. Well, you might talk to this person, but you certainly want to keep your independence. You both want to keep your independence here. Be financially independent. It's kind of like the feeling that we need a plan. We do need to talk. We need to find some kind of compromise. That's the potential outcome. The moment, Aquarius, I'm kind of getting you're not interested. You're exploring other avenues, and also you're exploring the avenues of a potentially new career is what I'm getting. In actual fact, I'm going to pull a career card for you, Aquarius. Let's see what's going on. Flashback, there you go. You're certainly coming to terms with the past. Maybe there's an opportunity here, okay, to return to a job that you left, or you got temporary redundancy, or you could have even been pregnant, okay, and taken a lot of time off, maternity leave, but there's a return to work here. All right. I'm getting here somebody from your past partner, whether you want to form somebody coming from your past wants to form a working partnership with you. Okay, you may take on an old job, but there's a second chance at something here. Could even be a second chance at an ambition. All right. You're certainly doing a lot of reflecting on your finances, and I'm getting that you are taking a very, very different attitude. You've got stability here, but you've also got a financial loss. Well, you're rebounding back. This gives you the chance to recoup some of those lost finances. Lover's card. Woo! Could well be a job that you actually like, working for a very small firm or family type business. Well, I'm getting for one of you a specific message of keeping it in the family. You may have gone off to do your own thing. The family has a business and you're returning. Yeah, Six of Cups. Very tentative approach, but the advice here is be willing to step outside your comfort zone. The Six of Cups. Because the Six of Cups represents, a childlike ambience where everything was happy, where everything was working great. And speaking of childlike, I'm getting here maybe children is involved in this in some way. But yeah, this is for fulfilling an ambition, a chance to fulfill an ambition of yours. But it will require you being ready for everything, being open to everything. Maybe you've got doubts about working with the family. But that's what I see in your finances. I'm seeing recovery. Well, I'm seeing a financial loss and recovery, so just be careful of that. And that financial loss could be of your own choosing, a huge outlay to take a new course, get a degree, get a master's, whatever. It could be due to travel. But I'm kind of getting it's a financial loss that's agreed. All right, and then I am picking up a means to an end. Maybe you want to return to a family business and to give you a stepping stone, get yourself back on your feet to set off on your own enterprise. That's it for this week. You take care.